Hey guys, it's Lika with my never ending ideas, and I know it's been a hot minute since I did a video. Between being sick and kids and sports, and it's just been a while. But I recently went to Expo and I got this kit and I wanted to put it together. It is from, let's see, Scrapbook Fun Addicts. And you could go to their website, scrapbookfunaddicts.com. So put that up like that. I just thought it was really cute, and all their layouts had like original artwork, and I don't know, they're just a little different and super cute. So I decided to get one and I'm gonna put it together. Alright, so let's do the bones of it. See how it goes. It seems simple enough. That goes there. That goes there. The red is for mats and the black is for, what is that? Brown is for mats. And then we have all the little pieces. Alright, so we have a sun here in the corner. I'm assuming the heart is in this little bag. That goes here. This goes on there. A bunch of little trees that also go with this. That goes behind, like that. These go on the bottom. This tree here, and then I have all these little pieces. So what I'm gonna do is ink up a lot of this line and then cut my photo mats. And I will be right back. Okay, so this is what I decided to do. They have the camp here, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. So I am doing 6 pictures, and I put my mountains here, and I'm gonna put the camp here. Because for some reason this looked a little imbalanced to me. So here's the pictures I decided to use, my kids. So as far as inking goes, let's move this out of the way. And let's move this out of the way. We'll start with the sun right here. Now, I don't have any more tangerine or yellow ink, so I'm gonna get real ghetto right now. This is the hood way of doing it. I'm using my Close to My Heart Autumn Terracotta, and I can't find my daubers because my room's a mess. So I'm gonna get tissue like this and just kind of rub the edges where I want the color. I kind of want it to look like sun rays because it's the sun. So I'm just gonna rub the edges. This is real hood right here. This is ghetto style scrapbooking at its finest. Anyways, and you just keep as much or as little as you want. And then I already did this around here. And I'm gonna pop that right in there. Oh, and then you throw this away. See that? Anyways, as far as the pen lines that she did on hers, which I thought were super cute, this is what drew me to the kits, is the way that this lady, what is her name? Lynette Butterfield. Her pen marks that go all around all her little things were so very distinctive, and they popped out, and that's what I liked about her kits. So I am probably going to use, not this small. This is a 03. I think that one's too tiny. Let's try, well, that's a 03 too. This is a 08. That's probably a little too fat. Let's see if we can find something in the middle. 01, that's super tiny. 05. That's probably perfect. She basically just did a line around, she scribbles in a couple, puts little dots, and makes it happen. Let's see if I can replicate that and make it happen and make it look as cool as hers looked. Okay, so that is how I did the scribble lines, and like that. And what I'm gonna do is just, yep, somehow get that off. And probably turn it like that. And that's the sun. So for this, I inked this in a dark moss. And then I inked this blue, or this aqua, in this poolside color box. And then for this strip right here, I inked it in warm green. And then I did all the little, like, doodles, and I don't know if you can see that. Same on here, I did doodles on here too. And I used the thinner pen, the number 3, just because it was just easier. I didn't have to do this bottom part, but that was kind of mostly for practice because this is going over that. I'm just not going to stick this down yet because I'm going to put my mountains right here in the middle, and I'm just not sure if I want to put them behind or on top, so I'm not sticking this part completely to the page yet. But this blue already stuck to the page. So far, that's what the base is looking like. As I was putting this together, and I was putting the sun up here, I am going to put lines along the edges of the page, just because it has a bunch of doodles on it, and I just want to keep the spirit of the doodle on here. I don't know if you could even see that, but it's just quick little lines. It's not anything, sorry about the lighting and the shadow, but it's not anything fancy. I'm just kind of doubling it because this pen is so thin. If I have the time to stitch, I might actually stitch it. Might. That's a might. I'm not a sewer, but it probably would look better stitched. And then I'll probably just, like, every so often throw a little zigzag in it, just to give it something cool visually. Okay, so there it is for that. This is going here, and this is going there. So far, I like it. Super cute. Now I got to work on the rest. So I inked up the clouds, and I inked them in this mermaid on my color box. Just because I wanted them to pop a little bit. I put foam on the back of this because this has foam on it. I put glitter. I don't know if you could see the glitter. Glitter on there. Because the original artwork has highlights, and I didn't have a white pen that wanted to work for me, so I glittered it. Because everything's better with glitter. So I'm going to put that there. Same with this. I put a little bit of glitter on that. And I did this with my Close to My Heart sunflower, and I used my tissue method, my ghetto method on that. Yes, I did. I did this cloud the same as that. And on the original artwork, there's not this much doodling, but I kind of went a little doodle crazy. Doodle happy. There's foam on the back of this, so that's going there. And I ran these through my Xyron, so it's going to say, "We heart to camp." Alright, I backed these two in brown, this one in the red, because next thing to do is these mountains. So I'm going to put half of them kind of like this. I think I'm going to arrange the picture in there like that. So I haven't stuck anything down yet except this blue onto the card the craft card stock because I'm just not sure yet how I'm doing it. But this is kind of how it's going. So I'm gonna do the mountains and get back to you. Oh, and the glitter I just used Studio G. This, you know, generic yellow glitter. Nothing fancy. All right, be back in a minute. So this is the first page that I completed, and I used this warm green to edge out all the green on here. And my precision pens, do all the doodling. I think it turned out really, really, really cute. I am changing it from how they have it. I am putting my mountains in between the two in the camp I put under here. So, a little bit different, and I'm not using as much red. I'm using the brown more, so a little bit different. So this is the first page, and now I have to work on the second page. This tree, though, is going to be a lot of work because each little piece is separate, so that's going to be a minute for me to do. But here is page number 1. So for the second page so far, this is what I have. I matted the pictures. I doodled around the edges just like I did on the first page. I just kind of mimicked it and made sure it lined up. I put the trees and the mountains here, and I made the little squirrel that they had, except I added a heart and googly eyes. In the original, they don't have that. It's very hard to see too. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it's very hard to see. So there's my squirrel. So the squirrel will still go in the same spot. The squirrel's gonna go here, and then I am going to put all these, sprinkle all these around here, and I'm gonna add some buttons onto my little, I guess tree. This will be the tree. And then I was thinking about using some of these brad corners that I have, and I didn't know if I wanted to put them here. I just feel like since there's white on this side, I needed to balance it somewhere over here. I'm not sure yet still how I want to do that. So that is that. Oh, and these little dragonfly brads are going to be in the trees. So let me get to that, and then I'll show you that when I'm done. Here's my completed layout. Here is the layout I bought. It's a layout kit, and then I kind of turned it into this. So instead of putting the camp here, I put the camp here. And instead of putting the mountains here, I put them in the middle so I could fit more pictures. And then they have their tree here, which so do I. Except I added buttons and popped up some of the leaves and put little dragonflies, and then I added these triangle brads up here for the date. Those are like some old stickopotamus letters, and then their little squirrel down here is that right there. I did some googly eyes, and I put a little heart, and I popped them up a little bit. That is my layout, my 2-page layout. Maybe putting the name of the lake here or the camping spot down here. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to put anything else on here. I was thinking about journaling a little bit in here. I don't know. I might just leave it. But there it is.